Yes, sir. We on that MLB The Show shit. You feel me? And we figured on that. Know the vibes. We be on the show shit. Lock in, chat. Lock in, chat. Lock in, lock in. Let this shit marinate. Let this shit marinate for a second. Let this shit marinate for a second. Let everybody know. You feel me? Like, the boys just pulled up. You might want to check them out. You know? Bro, what is your vibe? Can I be fucking with you? You dirty, bro.
Less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol, welcome to Nationals Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. And now, your first pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Miles Michaelis. Andres Chaparro getting loose there. He's now in the game at first. Just about ready to roll. Jacob Marcy getting ready to hit.
Number 87, Jacob Marcy.
And we're off and rolling here in D.C. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Late swing, foul to the left. Oh, 2 now.
Shut up!
Right through there. 1 away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boo. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
You'll want. And there's a strike. Edwards wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-1. And he dodges that fastball. Washington, D.C. just getting going here. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The 2-2 now. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one.
Qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Esa brisa y siempre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa la sal del mar de mi playa.
J.C. Curry getting locked in, leading his squad in OPS this season. All eyes on this rising star today. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
Hold on, wait a minute, we all just need a minute. The party been started, we all just need to finish. If I buy a chain, I'm doing it by myself. And I'ma get a pennant that say I'm independent. I'm a big man. You couldn't kick it with me even with a kickstand. Oh, you got big ideas? Well, I got a big plan. And I only take it up with the big man.
J.C. Curry leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball, that's outside.
Here's a 1-1. And that is out of play. Got him. One away.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Curry, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Ball, that's out.
Fastball for a strike. This one popped up right side. And there's one away. Curry steps in. They're down, but he's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. He just needs to be the match that lights the fire here. Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
In the air, right field. Acuna on his way over. One up, one down.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals. The Nats down to their final strike. Now a pop-up on the infield. Duvall has a beat on it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves take the series opener here at home. Curry with a less than great game in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
Just took another trip, skipped the drive, called my pilot, jet down to LA. Yeah. It's a whole lot of ice on me. Cook. Someone called a paramedic. I'm on fire. We don't get together, then we all die. They ain't feeling sympathetic for the small guy. I don't think I'ma regret it when the cars fly. Ain't nothing really like it used to. Wake the neighbors up like a rooster.
J.C. Curry, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can he put together another excellent outing today? It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Has the ball to start this one.
Yeah, and the mission's clear. Get ahead and get in rhythm. Put in work early in the count, and suddenly the whole mound feels a little bit bigger.
Jerks and Profar leading things off. It takes a strike. Strike two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grounds one to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Going one. Foul ball there. Profar on at first, nobody out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
The 1-0. Now one missed. High fly ball, right field. Two away down. Here is Austin Riley. And a foul ball. Man at second. Swings and misses. 0-2. Just a slow ground ball this time. Slings it across, and that is that. Scoreless after one. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim. The 1-0. Right side. Cruz gets under it, and there's one down.
Batting six, the center fielder, John Grumke.
Backed off the plate that time.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That clips the corner. That's a little bit low. Yeah, there's ball four.
That pitch is in.
Second baseman,
Man at first with one gone. Now, Mauricio Dubon. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. That's out number 2.
Batting 8th, the designated hitter, Ozzie Albies.
Late swing, foul to the left. Second inning here, no score. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Just missed. Yastrzemski off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball popped up. Garcia under it. And that is that. 1 left for Atlanta. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And here's the DH for Washington, J.C. Curry. No hits in the shutout last night. Curry measures 6 feet 2 inches, 22 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. There's a strike.
The heater is clearly giving him trouble early on in this one. I want to see him ready to swing against that pitch just a little more often.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And delivers outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That's the first curve we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Right there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Profar wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Ripped on a line to center. Base hit. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. The Braves with a chance to score first here in the second game of the series. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. Matt Olson goes deep. Home run number 15 on the year. And it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident.
Now there's a bullet down the line. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second with one away.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Riley
inside, ball
at the
one.
plate now, and that's inside. Late on that fastball. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And a challenge from the mound in a big spot. Right through there for a strike. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Back to the mound. He's got it. The throw to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 3 innings complete. It's the Braves. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski. And that one in the air center field. 1 down. Swings through that one. Fly ball down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Here's the 0-2. Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He popped out his first time. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that one is inside ball 1. Fights it off. He'll see another. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Braves go down quickly. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. That clips the corner. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Ball 2.
on the ground. Whips it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Griff McGarry into the game.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Curry now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that one hammered, raging back towards the wall. And that one is off the top of the wall. Yastrzemski hustles it back in, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start to come back.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And that'll do it. Nationals lead. So 2 down. Up now for Washington. Brady House. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game. Curry with some struggles at the plate in this game, but a respectable performance on the hill.
Boone, I'm sure he's frustrated with how his at-bats went, but he can feel good about how he pitched in this one. Shoot, I had plenty of games that didn't go my way. You just got to move on.
All the people in the land are very happy. Oh no, let me finish the book.
Oops. Sorry, Mommy.
And the people came.
Curry stepping in. Pressure's on. One swing can flip the whole game.
Yeah, and this guy's no stranger to the spotlight. He's built for moments like this.
Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Ball, that's out.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one way inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. That one misses, and that's ball 3. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 3-run shot, his 7th home run of the season, and the Nats have the lead. It's 3-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
The designated hitter, J.C. Curry.
Ball 1. Ball.
Pitch is in there. It's 2-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
3-2 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for Washington, the catcher, number 14,
Drew Millis digging in for the Nationals. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Ball 4.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. All loaded up. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Out to short, wisely. Off balance feed, there's one.
No,
to
he's in
first,
there.
not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Dalen Lyle will hit next. Two on, 2 outs. Makes a mess of this one. It gets down. 1 run across. Another comes in to score, and the lead is up to 5.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Up next for the Nationals, the designated hitter, J.C. Curry.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. In the air to left center. Profar has a beat on it. And that is that.
Up next for the Nationals.
Now it's the DH, J.C. Curry. And he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ballgame.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
That one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Outside low, ball 1. Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. White brings it in with a nice running grab. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Nationals 7 and the Braves 3. And next is the designated hitter, J.C. Curry. He's already homered in this game. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. Now 2 out.
Up next for Washington, the catcher, number 14, Drew.
First and second, 2 down. Profar climbs in on that left side. The Braves down to their final strike. This one popped up. Millis under it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Nationals take this one in a blowout. Curry had a great showing in the win. Just 1 hit, but it did leave the yard.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
One down. J.C. Curry, the next to hit, went deep in the ball game last night.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career, but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson. You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
One gone, runner at first. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Batter challenges in a very big spot. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 on, 1 out. Swing at a high fly ball to left. 2 away.
Up next for Washington.
Curry with a homer in his last game.
Ball, that's inside.
There's a swing and a miss. That's a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. Not close with that one. Ball 3. Tapped in front of the plate. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. That's the second out.
Up next for Washington, the White Sox.
1 down. And next for Atlanta, Eli White. The 0-1. Double play ball to second. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And now up for Washington, J.C. Curry. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
Ball. That's in. Ball 2.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That clips the corner. And a payoff pitch. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. So the tying run at second. Back to the mound. It hit him. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it hooks foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. White gets there. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back at Truist Park, 11th inning set to get underway. Joey Weimer digging in for the National. Uh-oh, and he broke early for third. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Eli White now at the plate. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. Payoff pitch. That's to third. Off balance feed. There's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So here's Riley now. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Around third. The throw home. And he dives in with a winning run, and the Braves win it in 12.
Looking for me. Just look up in the sky on them clear black nights. You see me? Scorpio child, it was written in the stars. I will be the one with 900,000 bars. Take rap there and back and right back there. Over and again, this is so not fair. You gotta show those we don't fear. You gotta arm me, well pardon me, I'm not scared. Out my way, I'm getting a piece of paper out there. You in denial if you think I'm not top tier. You just a dirty. I'm a dirty New Yorker who love to crack. Over your head, I'm over their heads. I'm over being angry and just focus the bread. Magnify my brand, larger than life. That's how we living, like I'm fresh from 1,000 nights. In that prison box, hot pot, 5-minute rice. Then I'm Germany, baiting, tossing it. Gemini child, it was written in the stars. Born God body, you are looking at a God. Went to A&D, Mad P, formed Mark. The rest history, you know we took it mad far. Rap duel, travel the world like Nat Geo. Work myself through the matrix of Black Neo. Got real, had to pack torpedo. No break bread with your own people. Made peace with it that I couldn't change. And took responsibility instead of passing blame. Anything less lame. Sit your $5 down for it, make change. Got sharper with the aim. With a product you could trust. And on anything I put my name. More for life in that symphony. Never switched up, even though I'm on that different. Hey yo, 32 bar scribes, tablets imprinted with mean dots. You can see the verse come alive. I'm a gel like petroleum, bigger diamonds, Nairobi and truck jury, waving woo flags at the podium. Harvest the freshest grains. I modeled the best bangers and wallows out of 4 main. Blasting stylistics, dinosaur rings. My tongue spit fire, get scorched from the flames. At your favorite rapid show with backstage passes. Jump out, aiming with ball bucker masses. If the price is right, I'm to life. Head cracked so many times and head cracked up. Call up the monkeys, sick honey badgers and gorillas. Executive suite meetings, we polying with the disco ball spins and alligator villas. New Year's 4 million is falling out the ceiling.
J.C. Curry, with a blend of raw talent and poise, quickly becoming a player to watch this season. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Payoff pitch. Up the middle. Curry takes it himself for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Now at the plate, J.C. Curry. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff.
That's low. That's
Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Strike 2. Way inside, gets out of the way. No score here in the second. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. There's one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
This is Bryson's stop. 2-2 now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. There's one. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. Throw to first, but he beat it. Curry digging in, missed opportunity just now, but still a chance with 2 away. Big spot here, Singy.
Yeah, got to shake it off and keep grinding. A base hit here changes everything.
On the ground, out to short. The underhand flip, and they get the out. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 1 and the Phillies nothing. This is no outs, runner at first. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. At the plate, Bryson Stott. Up the middle, flips it. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that's the 3rd out. Here's the Phillies catcher, Rene Pinto. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, Curry. The throw to first, and that's the inning. Phillies down in order. Here comes Bryce Harper. Line drive to short and caught. 1 out, man at first. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. What a stop. There's one. On to first.
No. Hey.
So they get one, but a really nice try there. Curry digging in. The deficit's manageable, but somebody's got to get it started, Singy.
Yeah, and this guy right here has got the toolbox. Competitiveness, bat to ball, good instincts. Let's see if he opens it up, Boog.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Nationals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Curry not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. This to center field, and that'll fall for a base hit, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Now it's the DH, Harry Ford. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
This one feels far from over, Boog. Who knows how this game's going to play out now? Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, we saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
This one in the air right field. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Nationals.
Harry Ford digging in for the Nationals. In the dirt. The 2-2. On the ground to short. Sosa. The flip. One at second. To first. Not in time. Great effort there. So runner at second. 2 down. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. On the ground. Dives and keeps it on the infield. To his knee. The throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, this is unfortunate because it looked like it was going to be an awesome play, something we see on the highlights tonight and tomorrow.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Brandon Nimmo stands in for the Phillies. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. J.C. Curry digging in for the Nationals. Out front, Rick foul. The 0-1. In the dirt, blocked. Oh, 2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of it.
So digging in, Johan Rojas. Granillo is just 1 strike away. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Ruiz gets under it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Nationals slug their way to a win in this one. Curry had a home game for them.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game, but a win is a win.
J.C. Curry getting ready to hit.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros. Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4, take your base.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Luis Garcia digs in now. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Curry takes low, second trip to the plate in this one.
Well, these Nats doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Ball.
On the ground to the left.
Foul
and it goes
ball.
just foul. The 1-1. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. 1 down. J.C. Curry now at the plate.
Nope. Ball.
It's softly on the ground to third.
Beat it out.
Zips it across. 2 down. So 2 down, and here is Dylan Cruz. Popped in the air, left field, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies even this series up at a game apiece.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Berg. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
J.C. Curry, fresh off a standout pitching performance. On the hill for what could be a statement game. Let's see if he brings that edge early.
Well, there's no easing into this one, Boog. This lineup is ready, and he has to match that intensity from pitch 1.
Brandon Marsh leading things off and takes a strike. Foul ball there. Curry, 22 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the first baseman, number 3, Ryan Harper.
Ball.
Harper with 4 runs batted in his last game.
Nope, that's in.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Right through there for a strike. Harper with some impressive production lately. And it's fouled away. Here's a 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Swings through that one for strike 1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
There's a strike. Boom. Thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge.
couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Ball. That's up.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Scoreless after 1. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Pitch misses there.
That's a ball.
And it's 1-0. Pitcher thought that was a strike. He's going to challenge. And now the 0-1.
That's in. Ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Cracks his bat and pops him up. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Sosa.
Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Millis pulls it in on the run. This is Bryson Stott, 2 for 7 in the series so far. Into center. And it falls. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And now the DH, J.C. Curry. 2 for 9 so far in the series. And that one is inside.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Strike 2. And down on strikes. And there's 2 away. Rafael Marchand, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Popped up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
Ball.
Next offering is outside. Swings through that one for strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
0-1 down. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
This one in the air right field. And it's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The other way. Base hit. And that extends the inning for Bryce Harper.
Up next for the Phillies.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Back on the mound. The margin is slim and the bats are big.
Yeah, this is a dangerous part of the lineup, Boog, but a little execution goes a long way.
Curry back to work.
No, ball.
Harper with another scorching run of play lately. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in. 1 away. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Hey!
One down, Phillies down a run. Inside, almost got him. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
A little bit high.
That's high. That's a ball.
2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That one to first. Fired to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit. Swings through that one. Fastball for a strike at 95.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
The 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That's out number 2. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies.
Ball, that's in.
Curry will challenge that pitch, thinking it's a strike.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses.
Ball 4, runner
so
take your base.
Walk. Curry has some work to do here, Singy.
Yeah, 1-run cushion. There's no room for freebies in this spot. Let's see if he can keep that runner glued to first.
Ball.
Quick out would go a long way here.
Head on the
For
tag.
the second tag, out at second.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Fought off foul. The Nats leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering misses, and it's 3-2. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Drew Smith.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Liner, base hit. Here comes the throw. There's the tag. They get it. And that's the inning. Steps in. Late game opportunity right here, Singy. A knock could change everything.
Yeah, this is really where composure matters, Boog. You stay in the moment and deliver.
That one lifted to left. Kent settles under it. And that's the 3rd out. On to extra innings. Up now for Washington, Jacob Young. Backed off the plate that time. He's trying for 3rd. On the ground right side. Tosses to 1st. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to 3rd. And now here is Nasim Nunez. Phillies fans want a strikeout. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. This to 3rd. Boom. Slings to 1st in time. And now it's Luis Garcia.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
In the air, left field. Kent gets there. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. First and second, 2 outs. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. High fly ball out to center field. Young on the move. And that is the inning. stepping in now. It's clutch time singing. Go-ahead run sitting out there begging to be driven in.
Yeah, it sounds easier said than done, but he's just got to lock in and trust the process. One clean swing could change this ball game.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a pop-up. And that's the third out. Nationals lead. Inning number 13 set to go. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Jacob Young. Inside move to second, and he dives back in safely. Another throw to second, and they're keeping him close. And that's disengagement number 2. Back to second one more time. Oh, and he got him this time. So runner at second, 2 down. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Curry with some good work on the mound in this ball game, but was going through it a bit at the dish.
Boog, I'm sure he's frustrated with